Apathy is not inability. Apathy is not a struggle. Apathy is in fact a peaceful place where students reside once they have given up and have come to peace with their decision of losing all engagement. However, what these students don't realize is that they're experiencing a very temporary calm before the storm that they all know as the end of the semester. As noted adolescent neuropsychologists Sarah Jane Blackmore and Supra Chaudhry stated in the Journal of Child Psychology and Psychiatry, the neural development, the decision-making areas of the brain that allow for progressive forward-thinking action are not well developed in adolescence. So basically what I'm saying is that these teenagers are not going to motivate themselves until it's far, far too late. If someone is going to save their academic future, it's not going to be them. That burden falls to the parents and the teachers. And here's what we can do. First, before anything constructive can be done, the type of apathy needs to be identified. Once identified, the source of the apathy can be located, and structured activities we call sparks can be used to reignite the student's interest into math and success in the class. Once the interest has been ignited, keeping it becomes the next big challenge. The final step, keeping consistent with efforts to spark the interest, might be the most difficult part of the whole process. However, with dedication and effort, even the wettest tinder can eventually be set ablaze. There are 5 identifiable types of apathy, and we've qualitatively identified them as the confused. This student just doesn't understand how the teacher is presenting the math curriculum. The confused are aided by the research of Dr. Howard Gardner's concepts of multiple intelligences. In this case, the student would benefit from altering the means of instructions to different types of learning styles, not just the one the instructor seems to be stuck in. The distracted. A student that has made the decision that everything around them, friends, phone, anything, is more attention-worthy than the math class. The academic insurgent. A student that is interested in school and school culture, just not mathematics or their math class. The academic infidel. The student has come to believe that over time they are no good at math. Constructivist theory suggests that this case of disbelief was the result of experiences provided by both the parents and the teachers whose actions have reinforced the idea that the student doesn't believe that they could ever be successful in math. With a uniform mindset, course adjustment, and structured activities that promote success, the student may soon become a believer. The anti-pragmatist. The phrase, "we are never going to use this in the real world, so why bother?" is the student's call to arms. Convinced that advanced math is not a part of their future, they have given up caring about really learning the content. One other commonality that all 5 of these approaches have is the fact that they're all enrolled into first world entitlement. The idea that school is supposed to be entertaining, and that when it's not entertaining, then, oh my gosh, what am I going to do with my attention? I think perhaps a intervention of sorts might also be a prudent role to take, giving them some exposure into perhaps some of the third world countries that exist around the world, where 729 million adults go completely illiterate and have no chance at working their way out of rampant poverty, where it might be perhaps a view of starving children in India, in China, and these impoverished areas of these nations might be an eye-opener to understand that these children are incredibly good at school because it is their way out. Their way out to possibly someday living in not horrible, abhorrent conditions. Conditions that at no point in time would their parents allow these children to live in. Clean schools, technology, dedicated teachers, even textbooks are seen as luxury items in these impoverished areas, wherein by contrast, the children and individuals encapsulated in this study consider school to be somewhat of a burden, even math and any of the other classes to be a challenge to their constant need for emotional stimulation. I want to make this clear that the students in this position have given up This is not a situation that students can effort themselves out of. The idea of apathy is that they have reached a point where discernment and dissonance is no longer an issue. It's up to us, the people who care about them, to knock them out of their apathy and give them a reason to care, either by engineering efforts by our own hands or by creating a situation by which the world is opened up to them and they can realize their position of privilege, that where they live and the people that surround them are a gift in of themselves. So together, we can effort to get rid of apathy in the classroom, especially mathematics, and especially in an age where we need it more than ever. Thank you.